Aryan. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Thank you. So, could you please confirm that you can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. And I like your British accent because Americans are crazy about British accent. So
I hope you're doing well and having a great day so far.
yes, yes, of course.
Thank you so much for making yourself available for this meeting. I really appreciate it. So, regarding this meeting, it will be in interview format and it'll take approximately 20 to 25 minutes. I hope
Okay. Yes, I'm fine.
so. I'll share my screen and as and when required, and please consider that the questions that will be asked, they will be on behalf of my age group, which is around 11 to 13 years old.
All right.
I wonder if you
Perfect.
have any questions before we begin.
Yeah, you can begin now, please.
Okay. So here's the agenda for today. It is mainly spread into three sections. In the first section, there will be a set of questions, followed by a personality check in the middle, which is a fun
Okay.
activity and something for you to take away. And lastly, some suggestion and advice questions from you. So
Sure.
I hope you're as excited as I am. So let's begin. So just to begin with, could you please briefly describe what your role is professionally?
Okay, so I manage database for an entertainment company. It's called Medieval Times Dinner and Tournament. We have 10 castles. So each location where we have this equestrian shows where they display horses and how people were living in medieval times basically. So they have a castle where there's a king and a queen and then horse, and they have shows like uh, you know competing horses, competing knights. So this is basically what our business is, and I manage database for this company.
Mhm. Thank you. So do you like your job? How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I love my job. Yes. Yes, yes. I feel great about going to job every day. In fact, I've been missing my job ever since this corona thing happened.
Thank you. So now I'm interested to know which hobbies you enjoy.
Oh,
What
I
do-
love crafting and I love traveling.
So is there anything you like crafting in particular?
Yeah, I love home decor. Do you see one of my projects there? Do you see this? Yeah. So this is something that I made.
That looks nice. Thank you.
Yeah, I know. Thank you.
So moving on to the next question, do you have a soft skill, maybe like communication or teamwork, that you're
Yes.
glad to have?
Yes. I think my communication skills are pretty decent. I worked as a lecturer in one of the engineering colleges in India for 2 years. I think my people handling skills are pretty okay,
Hmm. Thank you.
decent.
Thank you. So that was a skill that you've gained and you're very glad to have gained.
Hmm.
Now, is there a skill that you really wished you had?
Yeah, I would love to be able to communicate in a foreign language. Studied French for 3 years when I was in the college, but I could never get a chance to flu- to get fluent in it. So I was really hoping that I could catch up at some point in my life and be fluent in speaking French. Do you know how to speak French?
I
Do
know a little
you?
bit of French because I've been
Okay.
there for around a
Hmm.
year.
Hmm.
But now,
Any other foreign language that you know how to speak?
well, I know how to understand Hindi, but not
Yeah.
really talk Hindi.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
Okay. Otherwise, I'm learning Spanish at the moment,
Yeah.
and I think it's an interesting language.
Yes. I have a daughter, she's 8, and because Spanish is a big thing in Texas, and she has Spanish as one of her extra or additional subjects.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. So, so in the foreign language, you said you like to do French. Are you good
Yeah.
at it?
Okay. I have the reading ability, which is really good, but I could not speak fluently because I never got a chance. So,
I
yeah.
kind of had the chance nearly all the time because I was in France. The language was French.
Yeah.
So when we were going, a man said something in French to my mom. I don't remember, and then I responded to him, and then
Hmm.
like that, I tackled through lots of situations where if I didn't know French, I didn't know what they were saying.
Yeah, of course, of course. Especially in the European countries, because language is such a great barrier. It's not as big a barrier when you come to Western countries, especially northern of America. But yeah, it's a huge communication barrier in European countries. And as you move towards East. So
Definitely. Thank you. So, moving on, is there a piece of advice that you've been given and you are very glad to have followed?
oh, to be more patient. My husband gives that advice to me every time I try to follow, but he's my husband, right? I can cheat.
Okay, so you're not that patient. You're like,
Yeah, I get pretty jumpy over things sometimes. So I get impatient about little things that think that I should be patient, but then that's how I am.
thank you. So now this question, it's still based on advice. So is there a piece of advice that you've been given
Mm-hmm.
you really wished you had followed?
I really wish to have followed. Uh, I don't know. No, it's nothing. I cannot really tell you anything on top of my head. Maybe you can continue. I can still keep thinking about it and give you the answer later. Okay.
So moving on, could you please try to describe yourself with 3 words just
Oh,
before we move on to the personality check?
social, communicative, and fun loving.
So could you please describe why you use these 3 words?
Yeah, because I love interacting with people. Okay. I think I'm okay with my communication skills. So whatever I want to say, I get across easily. And when I say fun loving, I really like to do fun loving. I really like to do fun activities like going out, meeting people, partying. Yeah. Okay. Traveling, trying new food. So whatever you can say is fun. Playing Uno,
Mm-hmm. I
so
also have
everything. Yeah.
on
Did you
the
like
side.
playing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So did you like playing Uno?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. Me
Thank you.
too.
So now moving on. So now we have finished the first section of this interview, and
Hmm.
we'll move on to the second section, which is the personality
Hmm.
check. So if you ask me, I think it's probably the most fun part in this whole interview.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
So could you please put the following 5 animals in the order of your preference?
Um, I would say cow, horse, tiger, sheep, and pig.
Thank you. So can you please? So each one actually means something. Yes.
Okay.
So it means like, let's say, like a personality. Yes.
Hmm. But you know why I put cow on number one? Because cow has a very special meaning. I
Mhm.
come from a farmer's family. So my family back home, we have a business related to milk and milk products. So cow has a very special meaning for me. That's why I don't know what it means personality wise, but I just put cow number one because
Mhm.
that holds the most special place in my life, that animal.
So all of them actually symbolizes something.
Okay.
Or you have said all of these in. That's what it symbolizes. So
Hmm.
could you please explain why you use each one?
Okay, I told you about the cow. Then horse, because I work in a business right now. My job with the company that I work in, we deal with horses. I told you, right? It's a horse based show, horse and a night based show. Tiger, I like because I like the traits from a tiger, right? It's fierceness, and I think I'm a little like a tiger when I'm really want to put my point across. I get fierce really easily. And then sheep. Why did I put sheep? Yeah, because she looked cute. Okay. And now number five is pig because I'm a vegetarian, and moment I see pig, I think of pork.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I don't eat pork. I don't eat meat at all. So that's
Same.
why he came in the, yeah, in the last. Sorry, pig, you're out.
So now, as I said, each one will tell you what your priorities are in your life. So the order you've said it: cow, horse, tiger, sheep, and
Mm.
pig.
Oh,
Each
yeah.
each one of them
Mhm.
like means something, and the order you put them in is your priorities.
Okay.
So cow means your job,
My what?
your job. So your first
Okay.
priority in your life is your job,
Okay.
then your family,
Okay.
then your pride or passion,
Okay.
then love, and then money.
Okay. Yeah. See, of course, for me, mental peace is more important than earning money.
Mhm.
Really. Yeah. So you were right there, actually. Thank you.
So thank you for your answers for this one. Now we'll move on to the next one. So can you please tell me a word that you will use to describe each one of the following?
Oh, okay. Um, okay. For dog, I would say um, loyal.
Mm-hmm.
Dogs are loyal, right?
Yeah.
Cats, I would say cute. Rats can cheese. Okay, because I and my daughter we were talking about cheese before this conversation happened with you, and she's also reading a series of books where all the characters are mouths. So rat is cheese, and C is definitely travel because I would love to go on a cruise someday. I haven't got a chance. So C for me is definitely beach, swimming, cruise,
Mhm.
sand, sun, all those things. Yeah.
Definitely. Thank you. So now moving on.
Mm-hmm.
So each one of them now describes a personality. So because you said dog was like loyal, cat cute, rat what you think of as cheese straight away. Wait, for rat, can you please describe how you feel about it?
How do I feel about rat? Oh, they run really fast. I mean, they would be here uh, now and just gone in a second.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So now each one kind of like means something.
Mm-hmm.
So well, let's dog is some means something, and then cat means something. Rat is described. So each word that you use describes something. Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So we'll move to the next slide to find out what each one means. So dog is yourself. So you're loyal.
Okay.
Your partner is cute.
Okay.
Your enemies are fast, and
Okay.
one is like travel. So the first thing
Yeah,
you
I love traveling. Yeah. So when you say my enemies are fast, so do they just exit out of my life really fast? Is that what you mean? Or they're
well,
fast, like really shrewd? How do you say fast?
yeah, I think more shrewd like when so let's say you're gonna do something, they have a quick plan, maybe like that.
Hmm.
They do things quick
Yeah.
mentality.
Okay. Yeah. So they're like, I have shrewd enemies. Okay. I hope I never find them. Okay. I hate my enemy. I'll hate them for being shrewd. I don't really like people who are very shrewd or very manipulating. Nobody likes such kind of people, right?
Mhm.
So
Cool. So that was the thing. So now we have finished the second section.
yeah, that was fun.
Thank you. Most of the people that I've interviewed have said that they liked this more and wanted me to add more questions on this.
Yeah, sure.
So now, moving on, from your personal experience, if you would like to give a piece of advice to children, what
Okay.
advice do you think you should give to them that they should follow?
Okay. Number one, work on your language skills. It's very important to connect with people because you don't know where your life might take you in the future. So you have to be prepared for every situation. And especially if you master a language, especially a global language like English, it becomes so easy for you to at least put your point across.
Hmm.
Secondly, don't be afraid to try new things in life. And don't think when you grow up, you might feel that you're too old to do something, but you're never too old to do something. There are so many things in life, in my life, that I started when I thought that I was too old, but I just gave them a try and I was able to be good at it. So, don't be afraid to try new things in life. That's number one. Two, work on your language skill, work on your communication. And three, travel as much as you can, because travel can give you experiences that you cannot. And I have a number four too. Can I give you a number four advice? Yeah, money is not everything in life. Okay.
So can you please explain why you use these words?
Okay. So number one, when I say, what was the number one? I want to go in the order. What did I
So
say? Don't be
I think
afraid to
work on
try
your
new things. What? Sorry.
so it was like you should work on your languages. That was the first one.
Yes, because as I told you, you don't know where. So your mom and I, we used to study together in school in India. So when we were young, we never thought that we might go abroad after we get married, or for our jobs or anything. So see, just imagine if your mom was not good at uh, interacting with people, how how hard her life must have been,
Hmm.
right? But we were able to navigate through all the ups and downs, and especially making our life easier because we were good at at talking to people. So that's one thing that I think it's very important. It's your language skills, your openness of ideas is very important skill in the life that you're still young and you have plenty of time to hone those skills and get good at it. And don't hesitate when you talk to people. It's okay. If you are not judgmental of them, they would not judge you either. Trust me.
Thank you. So following on, this is still based on advice given to children.
Mhm.
So is there a piece of advice you should give to children that they shouldn't do?
Yes. How old are you, did you say?
11.
Okay. um, don't do drugs ever. Okay. So that's one thing that I would want to say, because you might feel that you are having fun for the moment, but actually it ruins so many things in long term. So
Mhm.
as you grow up with substances, you would see that it only it doesn't only hampers your growth professionally or money wise, but also ruins everything else in your life. So don't do drugs ever.
Definitely, yes. So, I think you're the only person who said this, one of the most obvious things: don't do drugs, out of my other 99 interviewees that I've.
99. Am I the 100th one?
Yes, you're the 100.
Whoa, woohoo, we should celebrate, right? Congratulations, Arif.
Thank you. So, I think I was doing like 7-ish a day, and I started on
Oh.
26th July. It's a
Hmm.
lot.
I can understand, yeah. But that's keeping you busy. That's a good thing, right?
I
And
barely.
then it's you are also working on your communication, which I said it's the most important skill in your life.
Because
Yeah.
communication. So that's why you said work on your languages, because you need to
Yeah.
know how to communicate, so what to communicate, like which language and how to communicate.
Yes.
So they're
And
the main.
yes, exactly. And I think you're doing a decent job. You're good uh, with however old you are. 11, you said? Yeah. So
Yeah,
you're good. You're doing a great job.
thank you. So thank you for all your answers. We have now completed the third section of this interview. So if you want, should I ask you some bonus questions as well?
Yes, sure, go ahead.
So thank you. And so have you done something before that had got you into trouble? If so, tell me.
Dear, I've done plenty of things that have got me into trouble. This video is not the appropriate place to discuss.
Thank you. So now moving on to the second question. Can you please share a word that you did that you would use to describe my mom with?
Your mom?
Yes, please.
Uh, okay, now, okay, so you know that we haven't connected for a very long time,
Yeah.
right? She's friendly because I don't want to be offensive to you or your mom, but when you don't connect to people for a very long time, you cannot really express your opinion about them. But I just spoke to her a few minutes ago before starting this thing, and I have this feeling that we are still, we aren't away for a very long time, and she seemed really nice and friendly.
Mhm. Thank you. So now we've also finished all of the bonus questions as well. Yes. So just to conclude, could I please request you one thing that you have liked about this interview?
Yeah. Okay. The cutest thing about this interview is, of course, you. And I didn't knew. And the second thing that I really liked about was how you related the animals with the kind of personalities and the other idea. So I have never looked at the animals with that point of view. So I think, yeah, that was really interesting to know.
Thank you. And just for the scope of improvement, if I had to change something, what do you think I should change?
No, just add a few more questions, those animal kinds, because I think everybody just enjoys those things.
I'll do so. So thank you for your time today. And
Sure.
just from top of an appreciation, I would like to present you with this certificate for taking part in my
Oh,
interview
thank you so much. Thank you so much,
process.
Arjun.
So I will email it to you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Yes, and you